is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. Scotland Yard says the Prime Minister will face no further action over parties at Downing Street and Whitehall during lockdown. The Met Police say they've concluded their investigation, with 126 fines being issued concerning 8 different gatherings. A former senior civil servant at Number 10, Jill Rutter, says it'll be interesting to see what now emerges in the report from the civil servant Sue Gray into breaches of lockdown regulations at Westminster.
See what Sue Gray really says and to what extent she holds the political leadership in Downing Street and Number 10, which starts with the Prime Minister, and the civil service leadership in Downing Street and Number 10, the Prime Minister's most senior staff in Downing Street, most of whom have now departed, and the Cabinet Secretary, to what extent she holds them responsible for allowing that culture to take hold.
A guitarist with a morbid fascination with murder has been given a life sentence for murdering 18-year-old Bobby Ann MacLeod. Cody Ackland, who's 24, will serve a minimum of 31 years. Bobby Ann was abducted at a bus stop in Plymouth last November. Jenny Kumar reports from Plymouth Crown Court.
In a statement read out in court, Bobby Ann's family described her as kind, funny and loving, and they said that Cody Ackland had cruelly ripped away their life. They said that any sentence imposed today, anything that the justice system could impose on him, wouldn't measure up to what he deserved.
The waiting list for planned hospital treatment in Wales has grown for the 23rd month in a row. More than 700,000 patients are waiting for procedures. The Welsh Government says it's implementing a plan to help the NHS recover after the pandemic. The UK's largest collection of frozen tissue from endangered animals has reached its 100th set of stored samples of species. The cells were from a palm civet, a cat-like creature native to Vietnam, Laos and southern China. They'll be stored in temperatures around minus 196 degrees Celsius at Nature's Safe in Shropshire. Dr Tullis Matson is a scientist involved in the project. He says cells can be used with reproductive technology.
That animal passing is actually going to give a little bit of hope to the future of that species, because we can freeze those genetics in 10, 20, 30 or 100 years time. If it's on the brink of extinction, we can thaw that out and literally bring that genetic line that might be lost, or the inbreeding is so bad, so inbred, it can stop that species from going down what we call the extinction vortex.
The Taliban in Afghanistan have ordered women TV presenters to cover their faces. The Ministries of Vice and Virtue and Information and Culture called it a final verdict and not up for discussion. Campaigners on social media have expressed dismay, describing it as gender apartheid. And a couple from Gloucester who've scooped Britain's largest ever lottery win say the money will give them time to share lots of experiences and go on adventures with their family and friends. Joe and Jess Thwaite won the Euro Millions jackpot worth more than £184 million. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 4.
Thanks, Nikki. Now here's Jonathan McKeith.
Thank you, Steve, and we'll start at golf's USPGA Championship, where Rory McIlroy's made a great start to his opening round in Tulsa. The Northern Irishman is 3 under par through 5 holes to take him into a share of the lead. Tiger Woods is a shot back. Aaron Ramsey joins captain Gareth Bale in the Wales squad for next month's World Cup playoff final. He missed the only penalty in the Europa League final last night as Rangers lost to Eintracht Frankfurt. Tonight's focus, though, is on the scrap for Premier League survival. Burnley could help their cause if they avoid defeat at Aston Villa. That will pull them out of the bottom 3 at the expense of Leeds, while Everton still have it in their own hands. A win against Crystal Palace will guarantee top flight football next season with a game to spare. And Jofra Archer is set to be on the injury sidelines for a lot longer after a stress fracture in his lower back ruled him out for the season. 2 elbow operations have already seen the England and Sussex pace bowler out of action for 8 months.
Thank you.